Hello? Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3. Well, if you're hearing this, welcome to the podcast I'm doing. I'm starting up. I don't have a name for it yet, but by the time this thing comes out, it should have a title. But for now, welcome to this little podcast. We don't have a theme. We don't have a story. We don't have a structure. We're just chilling here. With this type of thing, you can just put me in the background, hear me talking for a bit. Doesn't matter. Right here, we're just gonna hang out and talk for a bit. So, what's new? Well, for me, not much. Been busy working on stuff, working on myself. You know, over time, I've noticed a lot about myself change, and that'd be a great idea for a video. So let's talk. So, for a long time, I've always thought about myself and growing up. Like thinking about what I would do when I'm older. And personally, I don't really go far with it. Like, I already have a set idea of what I want to do for passing years and how I'm gonna set myself up. Ugh. There's a thing in my hair. There's like a piece of hair in my mouth. Um, how I'm basically like trying to live out my life. I always thought of it as, hey, try to get good at this thing, try this, try that, and whatever works, keep going, until you make it to this really good part in your life where you could just say, hey, I made it. And that's it. Honestly, pretty self-explanatory. Just want to make it to the top and stay at the top. Once I'm there, take out a chair, take out a pair of sunglasses, and bathe in the success. You know, a little bit of this YouTube channel's history. Originally, it was going to be called Angels Chaotix. Immediately going to be talking about Angel's Adventures and all that stuff. This show's progression has started since 2016. You guys might find that with little ats in my art when it says established and all that stuff. It always ends at 2016 because that's when it all started. It all started as little flip comics, and like not like comics that you like. Shoot, what do you call it? I'm recording this at like 12 in the morning. Good lord. Just little simple comics that you can open up with that they have little folds. And then eventually I started writing actual comics with people I started meeting up with, who gradually started showing up and stuff. And then now we're here. Where now that I'm able to animate stuff, I can animate stories of in a way stories about me and my friends, which isn't true. There's a difference between the characters and the people. Like to say, I'm not Angel. That's another thing. Lots of people get me confused for the character I play. I am not Angel. Angel is not me. He is just like a character that's supposed to be a somewhat exaggeration of myself. There's a difference. He's not me. I am not Angel. That's a character that I made. Same for Isaiah, Toby, Aiden, Luke, yada yada yada. And with that I learned a lot about character stories and all that type of stuff. And once I learned at a young age that cartooning is a thing, that made me think, I want to be a cartoonist. I want to be an animator. I want to get up there at the top and then just chill there. Because being completely honest, what would you do? Get at the top of the factory? Once you're there, say, this is nice, and then just keep moving along? Or would you stay there and soak in the niceness? Just chill out, all that money and cash, and you're good. honestly, I would do that. I would stay there, keep the money, just chill. I can understand why some people would take the other route. Yeah, life is short and you want to explore the most you want to do. But at the same time, if you have a good spot in life, why not just stay there? Why do you have to keep on moving? I've seen myself grow throughout years. When I was younger, I was like really self centered. I make a lot of things about me. But someone told me about this, and it was a person that I cared about very dearly. And once they told me this, I really thought, if someone that I care about is trying to tell me something that I'm doing is wrong and that I need to fix it, I should really listen to them. Which I know sounds simple on paper, but like in execution, it felt a lot deeper, if you understand what I mean. I guess for a lot of people, not many can relate to certain topics. But, it's my life, it's what I can understand. You know? Yeah, you probably don't. But at the same time, you might. I don't know, I'm rambling. Moving on to another topic. Let's talk about school. School. Oh man, school. I sure do love school. Well, actually I don't. It's not that I hate school, but it's just not really my thing, you know? Sure, you go there for a bit, chillax, and go back to the next day. Keep going and going and going till summer break. Hey, time for the next grade. Life is short, you know? And recently I've started thinking about that. And I've wanted to become better with my projects, like videos, animations, and just overall hanging out with people I care about. And I've thought that if life is short and I'm just moving along quickly, I should at least gradually understand that and care for those near me. So while I'm moving along, I'm at least thinking about them. And then I die. After that, I don't exactly know or understand what could happen. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Christian. I believe in the man upstairs, the man downstairs, and Jesus. Jesus is my homie. We've been hanging out all the time. So for me, I personally believe that I'll go to heaven and be there for eternity. I always wonder how much an eternity really is, because once I'm there forever. And like sometimes that kind of my bad. Sometimes that kind of like sets in for me. I'm like, forever. Like, would I not sleep? Like, when you think about it, once you go into your slumber after you take a nap forever, do you just dream? Or go to a place? Or just sleep forever? Just there, alone, by yourself. Never once with a second thought, just once it's gone, it's gone. So, any interesting movies lately? Well, personally, I've been interested in the Spider-Man, Marvel Cinematic Universe, that type of stuff. Marvel, Disney, Pixar movies, all that type of stuff. I've been very interested in that. My personal opinion on the way the MCU is going, it's going good. I just feel like it needs more expansion within, like, its tone. It's very dicey when it comes to Marvel. Like, in the sense that there's too much spread and not enough filling. If you know what I mean. Like, for example, the average Marvel show, it has its main character and it has the problem. The main character will say, "Oh man, I don't want to deal with this." But then in the end, it starts doing what it doesn't want to do, and is alright with it in the end. It's very shallow, and some of them differ, but at the same time, those who quote-unquote differ came out before the rest of the other ones. The one I'm talking about is specifically Loki. For Loki, he showed up in the TVA. He said, "Oh man, I don't want to be here." So then he ends up doing a bunch of stuff. Then once he's done, like near the end of the show, it's like, well, alright. And then that's it. Main shows I'm talking about is pretty much She-Hulk. I'm thinking of Moon Knight for some reason. I haven't watched Moon Knight. I don't think the thing applies to it because I haven't watched it, so I'm not going to assume. But then there's also Ms. Marvel. What I think would be great for the MCU is Howard the Duck. Think about it. Howard the Duck, the movie, the Disney series. Literally, he would be such a great marketable character just on the shelves. Mommy, Mommy, I want Howard the Duck on the shelf. And then it's I am Howard the Duck, the talking plushie on your shelf. You could buy it $10. Once you get home, I am Howard the Duck. I'm inside your home, and I am here to be your friend forever. And then the little kid goes, oh boy, oh boy. There you go, marketable character 101. See, that's the thing with most companies. They never think about the profitability of characters and such. Think about, the Mickey Mouse. Yeah, he sells stuff, but in the beginning, did Walt Disney ever really think he was going to be successful? To my knowledge, he probably thought it was going to be a little gig. If it was over, it was over. What I hate about doing sometimes is talking without knowing what I'm talking about. So I'll just refrain from what I just said and take it back, because, I might be wrong. I hope that gives you guys, a good feel for what this quote-unquote podcast is about, Just me blabbering about stuff for a while. I can't really think of a certain theme. If anything, it's just the anything podcast. Oh my gosh, I just thought of a good idea. I'm sorry that you guys hear my monotone-esque voice. It's just 12 in the morning, and I'm really tired. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, so I did it. I'm not really planning on these podcast videos to be, extremely long. Just me talking for a bit. So you guys could, to hear about me more often, Well, anyways, future projects I want to work on is definitely Angel's Adventure Season 2. Season 2, I'm hoping will get its, maybe 6th episode? 8th? But 8th. At least the 8th episode is going to be done this year. I can't promise anything, though. Being honest, I'm really busy with my day-to-day life. Think about it. I go to school. After that, I have to do this thing for about an hour. After that, I have about 3 hours to do whatever I want. And that time is mainly consisted of taking a shower, eating dinner, and then the other rest of the time I have is just living and watching YouTube shorts. It's not really a good habit of mine. I've been trying to get more into animating and stuff, but the thing is, sometimes people just don't want to work with me. And it's not that they don't want to work with me, it's just they don't have enough time, they don't feel like it, they're busy, they just can't in general, or they're just not confident enough within their own voice. It sucks, but it's a thing. Anywho, not to leave on a bad note or anything, but I'm pretty happy with the way this podcast is going. I hope by the end of it, you guys enjoy it, ask for more, make more suggestions in the comments of this video, talking about, hey, I think you should do this, hey, I think you should do that, for podcast. We're definitely going to be inviting more people. Think about it, Ariv's Tunes, Cool Mango, all that other. Yeah, we're inviting a bunch of people. It's not confirmed. I haven't speaking to them. I haven't spoken to them yet about it. I think A-Ribs Tunes knows. A-Ribs Tunes, if you're listening to this, my guy. But yeah. So basically, to be prepared about for 2024, Angel's Adventures Season 2, Episode 3 to maybe 8. 6 at most. If it's not going to be 8, it's going to be 6, okay? And then there's also the bonus videos that I'm making. They're supposed to be like little filler episodes that are not really canonical, nor have a place in the timeline to be put into the actual playlist of seasons and stuff. So, there's that. Denny, Sap, Light Dude, and Detective Henry all coming out with at least like an announcement trailer, like a short little video about them. Yeah. I'm doing a New Year's video soon. I don't know when this is coming out, so in editing I'll probably fix, like I'll put it like right now. Right there, it'll probably show like when it's gonna talk about that. So yeah, there's that. Plush videos definitely coming soon. Yeah, you can definitely tell I'm stretching this out. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. That's all I can really do right now. Sadly, I'm busy with other stuff. So I hope you guys understand and enjoyed this anything podcast, I guess. And until next time, fellas, I'll see you all later. I don't have a thing to talk about now. Goodbye.